understand the passage, remember? You write all that metaphysical poetry.
Don't need a lot of friends, need a few real people.
Hey guys, it's Krystle back at it again with another video, and today marks the very beginning of a brand new series that I'm starting on this channel called 5 Hacks for a 5. I took a lot of AP exams when I was in high school, and I know a lot of you guys are right in the middle of AP season right now, so hopefully this series will help you all out. I'm starting it off with AP English Language and Composition, which, fun fact, was the first AP exam I ever took. I learned so much along the way, and now I want to share it all with you. But before we get started, don't forget to follow me on social media, both my official and personal accounts, hit that notification bell, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In fact, if you subscribe to my channel, I'm still running my free giveaway where I offer free essay critiques. All you have to do, besides being subscribed, is go to the link down below and enter your email and write "I entered" in the comment section down below. And I pick someone every 30 subscribers, and it could be you. It takes 5 seconds to enter, and it's a completely free essay critique that you can use for high school, college, summer program applications, anything that you want. So honestly, why wouldn't you enter? And now, on with the show. I don't know about you guys, but probably the hardest part of the AP ELC exam for me was when the passages would just use a lot of really archaic language. It was pretty tricky for me to parse, so I read a ton of old-timey books, especially poetry actually, to kind of get a feel for what I was going to be up against. Since the multiple choice section is worth 45% of your overall score and consists of 4 to 5 non-fiction prose passages, you definitely want to make sure that you are as prepared as possible. Now, I know that I said that you should read a lot of poetry, whereas the passages on the exam are all prose, but that's because I believe that if you start with the stuff that's hardest for you, then the easier stuff is going to feel like a breeze. So if you can parse like Shakespearean sonnets or metaphysical poetry, then there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that's going to be able to trip you up. And hey, you need to have a rock-solid understanding of every passage you read on the test in order to be able to answer questions about it. So why not go above and beyond so that on test day, you're more than prepared? If you're faced with a question and you just have no idea where to start, at least start with the one answer choice that's obviously wrong. The test gives you 5 different possible options, A through E, and there's always that one answer choice that's just like completely out of left field. I liked to physically cross out answer choices I knew were wrong, just to keep everything in order in my mind. But here's a quick tip. If you're really crunched for time, just cross out the letter that the answer choice corresponds to instead of the entire answer choice itself. It actually really does add up. And from there, you can just continue to eliminate answer choices that can't possibly be correct, whether they contradict the tone of the passage, or even just say that something completely different was going on from what you know was really happening in that passage. Because you understand the passage, remember? You write all that metaphysical poetry. Hopefully you'll end up with just one answer choice left, but if that's not the case, there is no guessing penalty on the AP exams. So if you end up with just 2 left, at least pick something, because you know at least you have a 50% chance of being right. Now we get to the essay portion of the exam, which is worth 55%, so a little more than the multiple choice portion. You're given 2 hours and 15 minutes, including a 15-minute reading period for this part of the exam, as opposed to the 1 hour that you have for multiple choice. Now, there are 3 essays in this section, so you might be inclined to try and give each of them an equal amount of time, but I would give the synthesis essay at least 45 minutes. There are a lot of different sources that you have to grapple with in this one, and you really need to make sure that you're giving yourself the time to understand each and every one of them. The rhetorical analysis essay was probably my favorite one, if anyone can be said to have a favorite anything for an AP exam. I remember in my class, the teacher gave us this absolutely ginormous packet of like all the rhetorical and literary devices you could possibly imagine. And these really came in hand when studying for the multiple choice section, but they're also really handy for the rhetorical analysis essay, since you're going to be asked to analyze specifically what rhetorical devices and strategies the author uses to get their point across. However, if you ever find yourself in a bind, and you either can't remember any of these devices, or you can't find any of them in the passage, I'm going to give you a foolproof formula for this essay. So you want it to be in the standard 5-paragraph format, which means you want to talk about 3 rhetorical devices, 1 for each body paragraph, right? Now, every passage that has ever been, or ever will be, on the AP English Language Composition and exam has diction, or word choice, imagery, or the picture that the words paint, and mood and tone, or how the passage makes you feel. If you're in a bind and you can't remember any of the many, many more technical, more diverse rhetorical strategies that are out there, then you can never go wrong with diction, imagery, and tone. You can rest assured that every single passage has those 3, and you can analyze them. They're all free game. So finally, we get to the very last part of the AP ALC exam, the argument essay. This one asks you to read a quote or small passage and formulate an argument based on your own readings, experiences, and observations. Now, hopefully you've read some book or other kind of text that can help you support your argument, and the odds are pretty high for that one just because presumably if you're taking the exam, you've also been taking an AP ELC course and read lots of books. But if you can't think of any of your own personal lived experiences that can help you with creating a framework for this argument, then you can just make them up. If I remember correctly, there are some statistics out there that say that the College Board is perfectly aware that people are doing this, and they couldn't care less. So long as you can make sure that your experience supports your argument and you can analyze it effectively, then you're golden. So that's it. You should definitely be able to implement all 5 of these hacks in a really short amount of time, so hopefully they'll be helpful for those of you taking the exam this year, as well as down the line. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. And be sure to drop your own best tips for acing the AP ELC exam down below. And let me know if you're taking the AP ELC exam this year and which other AP exams you're taking too. Best of luck to all of you, and if you enjoyed this video, then please, please, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell so you're updated next time I post, which will be very soon. Bye for now. If I remember correctly, the college, you can never predict exactly what readings, experiences, and if you're